How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to WYRD, also known as the Would You Rather Debate, where we debate random, fun, would you rather questions. My name is Will. I'm joined with Amanda. As always, depending on who you agree with more, please leave a comment below with a giant W for myself or a giant A for Amanda. Today, let's just go ahead and jump right into it with our first question, which is going to be: would you rather emit robot noises whenever you move, or would you rather make camera shutter sounds whenever you blink? I think it really comes down to what are we going to be doing more, and I feel like I blink more than I move, so I'm going robot noises.
I would say robot noises too, but
Plus, you'd sound super badass.
well, I mean, also though, like if you have to be somewhere formal, and like if you're in a wedding or something, and you have to walk down the aisle with your whoever, if you're in part of the wedding party or something, and you've got your bridesmaid on your arm, you're gonna be walking down the aisle like beep boop beep boop.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't think most robots make that kind of noise. When I'm picturing like the Terminator walking. Heavy machinery.
You're still gonna sound so stupid walking
No,
down.
it's gonna sound badass and scary. At least if if you got camera shutter sounds every time you blink, people are gonna think you're taking pictures every time you're in a conversation with them.
They're gonna think you're from the future, and then you're gonna get shot, and then you're gonna be taken to like.
Well, maybe with robot sounds too, but I think you're thinking way too far into that.
I think
robot noises.
Robot
I
all
think
day.
is the winner.
I think camera noise would be too
And
much.
actually, we lose.
Wow.
41% people agree with us, 59% against. That's kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
I don't agree with that.
All right, well.
That's a disappointment.
Hey, at least we agreed on the first question. That's a good start. Next question. Would you rather string your opponent along for the entire fight or crush them from the beginning?
Oh.
I'd rather just take the complete dominant route and crush them from the beginning. I don't want to string them along and pretend they gave me a challenge. I just want to destroy them.
Honestly, it's probably just my conniving woman crazy brain, but I would want to like string them along, and I'd be like, haha.
Just make them think they have a chance.
Let me just mind fuck you real good, real quick, and then I'll prove my dominance. I will fuck you up so hard, but let me think you have the upper hand. Let you think.
For me, in this scenario, I just picture. I want to relate this to like Eminem. I mean, nobody even tries with him because they know they'll just get shit on. I mean, he just crushes the competition.
Yeah.
He doesn't let you think you're good and then destroy you. He lets you know you're not good while destroying you. And I prefer to crush, but you prefer to string, you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just more of a crazy person, and I want to see the suffering of it.
All right, let's see.
I want to see how it all unfolds, you know?
Ooh, I won by a long shot. 75% of the people agree with me and just crushing from the beginning.
I really think that 25% are just as fucked up as me.
I mean, obviously.
Like, just as fucked up. Because that was my reasoning behind it. It wasn't just like I'll pick left side this time. Like, it wasn't anything like that.
All right, next question. Would you rather get electrocuted for 10 seconds, get slapped 20 times?
Oh, slapped 20 times. Slapped 20 times all day. I would not want to be electrocuted.
For me, this comes down
seconds.
to how powerful that electrocution is.
Well, here's the
and
thing.
how hard these slaps are.
Here's the thing.
20 slaps.
By definition, or at least what I'm aware of, is being electrocuted means electrocution will kill you. Being shocked,
it says no long-term effects for either.
Oh, slapped.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna choose the slaps too. I've been electrocuted by damn Christmas lights, and that shit hurts bad.
I stuck a fork in an outlet when I was a kid.
Jesus, how are you alive?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the slaps.
Yeah,
I mean,
would go with slaps.
Hopefully it's just 20 slaps in a row.
I wonder if it's like, you know, in Russia they have these
The slap
open
war
palm
things?
slapping fights.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like if it's
That looks aggressive.
Like if you're, you know, like one of our nieces, if one of our nieces were to slap us 20 times, all right.
Yeah.
If one of those
absolutely.
Russians want to slap me 20 times, no.
Well, that would cause some serious long-term effects, and it says no long-term effects, so...
Yeah, but I feel like getting slapped 20 times by a 4-year-old would have some long-term mental effects.
well, most people agreed with us. 66% say they prefer the slaps.
I would much rather be slapped.
Look at that. We are on a roll today
Yeah.
with agreeing. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, so far at least.
Next, would you rather be stoned to death or be grounded?
Like,
Grounded equals buried in the ground up to your neck and tortured.
oh no, I don't want either.
I absolutely prefer the stones because I am severely claustrophobic. So not only being tortured from the neck
and you
up,
can't
but not
move.
being able to move is going to be a serious problem for me.
You'd rather have the stones.
I'd rather have the stones, I think.
I think so as well.
Both are
I
super
think,
gruesome. This
yeah,
is terrible.
That's a really very dark question. I definitely think I prefer to be stoned to death though over. God, I can't even imagine it. Like, this is the stuff that keeps me awake at night. Like, I think about shit like this, and then I'm like, fuck, man, I'm so glad I live in a country where, I mean, we're not necessarily the safest, but we're on the higher spectrum of being safe. But, like, I just saw a video of someone being stoned to death in like, Ethiopia or something like that because he was accused of raping a girl in their village.
They take it serious.
And I'm just like I couldn't, what, I mean, I'm not saying that he did it or didn't, but, like, he was accused. Like, you don't know if he actually did it or not. And if it was just, like, some neighbor being like, hey, I heard this happen, just because he was mad because he stole a potato or something, like, that's fucked up.
Who knows? But,
Stoned to death, sorry. I got really into that. That's this, again, shit that keeps me up at night.
This is definitely a dark one.
I don't like this one.
But yeah, I choose the stone too. Which actually we are in the small percentile for that one. Only 29% of the people agreed with us on that question.
I think a lot of people may be thinking, like, being tortured doesn't end result in death. Being tortured, you're probably gonna die.
I mean, oh yeah,
right.
You're definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because even if they don't torture you to death, you're gonna be left there to die.
Yeah, one way or another.
And you're not getting out. So.
Right.
All right, let's jump into the
God,
next one.
For fuck's sakes.
In any given situation, would you rather be the first to die or the last to die? That is super, super tough for me. And it says in any situation. You have no control over the type of death, so just any random situation. Ooh.
I have my choice.
I think I'd have to go last.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, give me a reason.
I don't know. That's so tough because, like, here my mind is going to back to the torture since we just had a question on that. So, like, we just watched a movie not too long ago. Or no, it wasn't a movie. It was American Horror Story. Was it Roanoke?
Yeah.
Where the like hillbilly guys captured them and started cutting their flesh off to cook it and eat it. And I just pictured that, like, being strapped down and just my skin filleted off of me.
You would want to die last in that situation?
I mean, so here's why. Either way, I don't want to die in that situation.
Right. But you would have a better opportunity.
But if you go first, like, yeah, I mean...
You'd have a better opportunity of survival if you went last.
I don't know. You know what? I mean, either way, you don't have a control over it. You're gonna die. It's first or last. This is tough. This is a tough question. I guess if you go first...
It's not hard for me.
It's just over right away, and you don't have to sit there and think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna change mine to first.
Mine's first.
I mean, if we're all going to die no matter what, I'm going to change it to first.
I think, God, and it's just so sappy, but, like, my brain initially goes to, like, you and me getting old and, like, really fucking old, like, I can't see you anymore. You can't hear me, which is probably a blessing, but but I go to that and then I'm like, God, I'd much rather die first just to know, like, because if you were to die before me, that shit would just tear me apart.
Well, anybody, but that's life. See, I definitely took the darker route this time, like you did last time, because I just thought of like worst case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you and just get it out of the way first.
I'd rather not have the heartache.
Which, again, we are on the lower percent for that.
Yeah.
Only 43% of the people agree with dying first. 57% rather die last. Which, I don't know, that's tough either way. That is.
I think a lot of that 50%, 57% were all like survivalists.
Yeah, maybe there's a chance I'll get out of it.
That's what they're thinking.
But really, the question comes down to you're gonna die
it's
either way.
It's going to happen. Again, if it's inevitable, you and I are gonna die. I'd much rather die first before you.
I don't know. This is tough.
It's bad. This is hard. All right.
So we're getting some real serious questions now. So what I did is I made an account on this website, and when you went into the settings, there was actually an adult filter that you could turn on. So before, we actually weren't getting the more adult questions.
Oh, they were easier.
So now we're going to get these more adult ones and the more messed up ones.
The morally conflicting.
So yeah, these are going to be fun. So the next one already, if you were in a horror movie, would you rather be thrown into a snake pit or be thrown into a spider pit?
Oh my God, I know which one you're not choosing.
Though, here's the thing. I am deathly afraid of spiders. Anybody who knows me knows that. I have a problem with spiders. It says at the bottom here, snakes are poisonous and 5 feet long. Spiders are 6 inches in diameter and are poisonous. So they're big too.
Big spiders, big snakes.
Yeah. So here's
They're
the
both
thing.
Poisonous.
The snake, maybe that's not big enough to do it. I don't know. Like, is the snake just going to bite me and I'm going to die from the venom? Or is it going to try to wrap up, coil me, squeeze me to death while, killing me with the venom? And then is it going to try to eat me whole or something? 5 foot snake, probably isn't big enough to do that. But that's just where my brain goes, so I'd almost rather die by a spider bite.
You just hope for that very slim chance you get turned into Spider-Man? Is that your thing?
No, I wish, but no, not at all.
I think I would much rather be thrown into I was going to say snake pit, but then I'm thinking if you get thrown into a spider pit, you literally just have to endure one or,
they might all bite you.
You're going to have a bunch of fucking bites.
Yeah, either way, you're getting bit by multiple snakes or multiple spiders. And realistically, depending on how poisonous they are, they could both kill you the same amount of time. So it really just comes down to you. Do you want a snake bite or a spider bite?
I think a spider bite would be less painful. But
yes and no,
but
because
if you
the poisonous
I was
ones...
just going to say, the poisonous ones, like...
I've seen some
gnarly
crazy
shit.
photos from, like, being bit by poisonous things, and it's just not pleasant. Hopefully it's just enough to kill you quick, especially by multiple.
This is so hard.
This is tough. I think I'm choosing spider,
I think I'm going to choose spider.
Oh, again, we are in the bottom. 34% agree with the spider, 66% agree with the snake. And that's saying something, too, because I hate spiders with a passion. I'm terrified of them, and I still chose spider, and most people still did not.
A vouch for this.
This is crazy.
This is coming from a 6-foot man who doesn't look like he's afraid of much, but cannot, for the life of him, kill the tiniest itty-bitty spider.
Got a problem with him.
He is terrified. Terrified.
I see one, and I avoid it at all costs. What can I say?
Oh, my God.
If you made no money as a result, would you rather have created Facebook or have created Twitter?
Oh, shit.
Facebook.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Mark Zuckerberg, way more money. Oh, wait.
You just
if you
said
made
if
no
you made
money,
no money from the
I misread
like
that.
you would have no proceeds from the creation of
Still
Twitter
Facebook. Facebook. Twitter's fun. I love Twitter. There's a lot more going on Facebook, I think. I mean, Twitter, there's equally as much, but Facebook has a lot of games tied into it. videos. You know, they're working on Oculus Rift. They're
You'd have a lot more exposure.
they're dabbling with a lot more than Twitter, I would say.
Yeah, you'd have
at least as far as my knowledge. So I would still choose Facebook.
I partially want to say I was initially going to go with Twitter just because I'm like, you know, it's kind of nice because I can directly comment at someone or something.
You could do that on Facebook.
I know, but like yesterday, for instance, with pizza.
With Little Caesars?
Little Caesars pizza, they used to have this pretzel pizza.
Yeah, everybody needs to tweet them right now, please.
Dear God. And I tweeted at them, and I'm like, where the fuck has this pizza been at, yo? Like,
this pretzel pizza was so good.
It was so good. Oh, my God. But, like, I just felt very accomplished. I mean, I don't use Twitter a lot either.
No, I get it. I mean, I just recently used Twitter. The past year is when I kind of started. And I love Twitter. I'm not saying that I don't, but I think overall I'd prefer Facebook. You said Twitter, though?
No, I think I prefer Facebook. Nah, yeah.
Well, it is loading very slow.
Really slowly, but it looks like Facebook's the winner.
It looks like Facebook is the winner. I don't know what is going on with this slow percent raise here. Anyway, it looks like majority people vote with us. 29% say Twitter, the rest say Facebook. Next question. Would you rather, slam your dick in a door, give your grandma a rim job?
Oh my God, no!
Oh, God.
These are so fucked up.
Well, I think when it comes to this question, I'm going to have to say granny spread them.
Ew!
Because I'm not slamming my dick in a door.
You're dirty.
No.
I just think back to that one episode of Weeds when he slams his dick in the desk drawer.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he fucking slams his dick in the goddamn desk drawer. That shit's funny. I mean, I don't have a dick, but if I did, I'd probably be very attached to it, and I wouldn't want to do that to it. But at the same sense, I also don't have a grandma to rim job, so.
I'm sure you could find a grandma.
Nope, I don't want to find a grandma.
Well, the point is, you would have to give. Look, like the person who made it even says, "I'm sorry, grandma." That's. I mean, what can you do? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with grandma. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with dick. I can't.
There's no way people are voting for that.
I can't even imagine getting close, though.
Why is this loading so terribly?
You got me.
Looks like I am in the very, very small percentile
you
here.
Dirty bird.
19% of people agree with me and the grandma.
No.
81% said they would just slam their dick in a door.
I will take a sore dick for a couple days. A week.
No, I just can't even picture it. I can't. I mean, I can't picture either. Don't get me wrong there. I cannot picture either. But dick in the door, that's.
You ever slam, like, the tip of your thumb in your desk drawer at work? That shit gets me so many times. I fucking hate it.
Next question.
I hate it so much.
If you had to live in a classic era for music, would you rather the 90s, America, or 70s Britain? 90s America, for sure.
I'm a 90 baby. 90s
I mean, the 70s had great stuff, too. Don't get me wrong, especially 70s Britain stuff.
You know what, though? I feel like I'd be a lot more likely to catch something in the 70s, and especially... to say that, but I would catch something more, especially in the 70s, than I would.
You would have to dress accordingly to whatever era you chose. I'd still much rather the 90s clothing, as terrible as that was, but
I'm good.
90s.
I can always go back to the 70s music if I want to listen to it, but I'm good.
True, while you're in the 90s, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, 90s, 68% of the people agree with the 90s. There we go.
I feel like that's a very geared toward us generation question, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Next, would you rather overdose on every drug at the same time, fall off a 100-story building? Well, you're gonna die either way. I have a fear
It says ending on a high note.
Yeah, if you need to ask about survival, you haven't thought this one through. There's no survival. You're going to die. So, would you rather just jump off and fall to death, or just overdose on every possible drug there is at the same time? Overdosing on every drug possible, you're not even going to feel a damn thing, and your body's just going to stop functioning. falling, you're going to see it happening, and you better hope for a heart attack before it happens, but then you're still going to feel that to an extent. I'm going overdose.
I want to say building, just because,
Really?
like, yeah, well, because realistically for me, I have had a situation where I've not had a very good experience with a drug, and I couldn't imagine my mental state, the final points of my mental state being.
It wouldn't exist. There's
But
every
that's what I'm
possible
saying,
drug at
though,
the
like-
same time. You're not going to feel nothing. You're like nothing. You're going to have nothing.
I'd much rather the building.
All right.
I don't think I could mentally be prepared for either one. So.
Well, they were actually pretty close.
Yeah.
53% agreed with me on the overdose. 47 agreed with the fall off a 100-story building. That's a tough one. I mean, a lot of these ones are a lot tougher than the first episode.
Yeah, these are more downers
Oh my god.
than the other one. Would you rather?
Would you rather have your toes sawn off slowly or have all your fingers cut off at once?
Oh, I know which one you're going to choose.
Slowly, though? I'd much rather lose my toes than my fingers, 100%.
Can I keep my fingers?
But to have them sawn off slowly.
Can I keep my fingers after they've been cut off? I can try to go to the hospital and 911, can you please reattach these real quick? Or is there no hope? I don't get my toes or my fingers
assuming
back.
they're gone. They're
They're
no...
gone.
Yeah,
Forever.
yeah, don't look into it too deep. They're gone. You're either losing your toes, losing your fingers. The fingers, it says you have to cut off all your fingers off of one hand at a time. So 5 and then 5. So you get 2 big cuts, all gone. The toes, you're losing them all 10 of them, but they're getting sawn off slowly. It's going to be absolutely miserable. It's going to be the most pain ever.
Fingers.
But I'd rather lose my toes.
Fingers.
I still need my hands for daily. I play games. I work at a computer. I need my fingers.
I would choose fingers.
You're crazy.
The long term, I can get...
81%
I
agree
can get a prosthetic.
with me and losing the toes.
Yeah. That shit would be just too... I mean, I guess you would pass out from the pain. You're gonna get them all chopped off.
Yeah,
It's
or
gonna be
hopefully you
slow.
just go numb from it. But
Yeah, maybe like a tattoo after a while.
next, would you rather no alcohol at all for the rest of your life, drink grain alcohol only? No alcohol for the rest of my life. That's an easy question. I enjoy drinking here and there, but it's not a need in my life, so...
Yeah, I don't necessarily see it being a big issue.
Oh, 71% said they'd just get rid of it forever.
Yeah.
There we go.
What
Easy
would qualify
question.
as a grain alcohol?
I'm pretty sure grain alcohol is its own thing.
I don't know what that is then. I'm gonna search it. Cause
Either way, it's just that or give it up. I'd give it up.
Oh, Everclear. So it's moonshine.
Yeah, so stuff made, yeah.
Oh my god. You get fucked off your ass in a very short amount of time. So
I just prefer not to drink again
Yeah.
because that would be...
I think I'd be fine with no alcohol.
Anyways,
Right,
would
thanks,
you
though.
rather make out with Gollum
Ugh.
or hook up with Beetlejuice from the movie? Well...
Gollum's teeth are so nasty, but so is Beetlejuice's. Oh my
Gollum's
god.
just messed up in general. He'll
Yeah.
bite your tongue out or something.
I think I'd rather go with Beetlejuice.
I'm gonna have to go with Beetlejuice.
I think mostly because Beetlejuice is just so
Ooh, a lot of people
was
actually chose Gollum.
disgusting.
Very surprising. 56% agreed with Beetlejuice though, so
Yeah, I would
we're
hook
on
up
the
with
upper
him.
there.
Realistically, they say hook up, so that could just be sex,
Oh,
and you could just
here's a good question.
fruit roll-ups or fruit by the foot.
Would you rather eat fruit roll-ups or eat fruit by the foot? Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot.
I used to love fruit by the foot.
You know what I really like to do though with fruit roll-ups? I like to wrap them around my finger, and I just like to let them sit there, and it's like a little like a pointed finger, and I just do my work, and I'll slowly snack at it.
It's gross.
I'm a slow eater too, though. I would do fruit by the foot.
You're so weird.
I know.
Most people said fruit roll-ups. 40% agreed with us by fruit. With
you know what was really cool though too? Fruit roll-ups. They have like these little holes you can punch out, little designs. Some of them even had like tattoos in them. They had so much cool shit.
Yeah, but fruit by the foot was awesome. Like you just get this giant strand of it.
That berry one, that was my favorite one.
Would you rather live in a giant peach or live in a giant shoe?
I can make vagina jokes all day living in a peach. So.
But see, here's the thing. Living in a giant peach, like the movie made it seem awesome, great.
Okay.
But living in an actual giant peach is just going to be always like moist and just it's going to be hot in there and humid and it's going to start to mold. I'll take the shoe.
Okay, but what if that shoe smells like shit?
I mean, eventually I'll get rid of that over time. I'll keep air fresheners, candles, I'll clean it. You know, I'll do what I have to. I can fix the smell of a shoe, but eventually your giant peach is going to rot.
Okay, put it in the scenario of what if the shoe never smelled and what if the peach never rotted?
I'd still take the shoe.
Really?
Easy.
Like it was just a peach.
I'd take the shoe.
Okay. You would never run out of food.
I mean, I wouldn't.
It would always smell like peach. You don't like peaches in general, though, either.
You would. I mean, eventually you would run out of food because then you're eating your house.
I mean, you'd be eating your shoe.
I wouldn't eat my shoe.
What are you gonna eat?
I'll go out and scavenge.
Oh my god, scavenge. What's
That's
it called?
What I just said.
What's the end of a shoelace called?
Oh, I don't remember.
Shit.
I don't remember. I think it's something with
That's
a T.
yeah. It's gonna piss me off. But yeah.
Oh, more people chose peach. Weird.
I think
67%.
it's just. I think a lot of it has to do with the whimsical James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah.
And
is that why you were choosing peach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just, it's whimsical and it just brings me back to my childhood and makes me think of just, I love that movie. It's so good. It's so stupid, but I love it.
Here's a superhero one for you.
Okay.
Would you rather fly like Superman or travel like Spider-Man? I love Spider-Man. I'm way more of a Marvel fan than I am a DC fan. However, I would much rather fly like Superman than travel by web.
Why would you fly? Why would you want to fly, though?
It's quicker.
Okay.
And, I mean, this way, when you're traveling like Spider-Man, you have to be around buildings to be able to travel like that.
That's a good point.
You got to latch onto buildings. At least Superman could just take off from anywhere, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think I'd prefer Superman, too. Spider-Man would be cool as fuck, though.
Most people agree with Superman, 67%. And don't get me wrong, I love Spider-Man. But when it comes to flight or traveling like Spider-Man, I prefer flight.
Catch bitches in your web.
You know it. Would you rather be attacked by 50 duck-sized horses?
Oh my god.
Or be attacked by one horse-sized duck? 50 duck-sized horses.
50 ducks.
I will kick them horses. I'm sorry, horses are great, and I would greatly offend Tina Belcher, but those horses would be getting stomped.
See, the thing is, one horse-sized duck. Ducks are nasty mean.
That's gonna swallow you whole.
They will fuck you up. They'll think you're a piece of bread that you threw in their little pond, and they're about to munch your ass down their throat, digest you into some nasty bird poop.
Yeah, you would be done.
You would be so fucked.
I'll take the 50 duck-sized horses.
Can you imagine the sound of that quack coming at you? That'd haunt my dreams. I would take
like
the ducks.
Speakers at
not
a
the ducks,
concert.
the horse.
Yep, most people agreed with 50 duck-sized
horses.
horses.
But it was really close.
52%, it is pretty close.
Wait, do you survive? Well, that's
fine. I missed it, sorry.
No, it's alright.
Alright, to let out your anger, would you rather smash a computer with a baseball bat or smash a guitar on the floor?
I know what you're picking.
I have way too much respect for computers, so I would smash the shit out of a guitar.
If it was before you and I had met and started dating, I would say computer. But now, just because I know if I chose that, we'll have a fight later.
No.
We wouldn't actually have a fight, but you would be very disappointed.
It's very
in me.
close, but most people, 53%, agree with smash a guitar.
I mean, computers are expensive.
So are guitars. I mean, they're not.
I mean, yeah, but let me just, let me go find an acoustic from someone's garage or something.
Would you rather eat a Big Mac every 6 hours or eat an exquisite meal once every 4 days?
And I'm not eating between any other time? Like, that's it. Like, my diet is going to consist of eating a Big Mac. It's a
special diet, it says. So you're literally eating a Big Mac every 6 hours, or you're just eating one really good meal every 4 days. And it also says, for each situation, you are able to digest the food just fine. You do not vomit from eating too much, etc. You suffer from the health problems brought about by your diet, but you can't die from those problems. So you're not going to die doing this either way.
Big Mac.
Yeah, I couldn't wait 4 days for a meal.
I can't even not eat for like when someone's like, oh, I forgot to eat. And I'm like, who forgets to eat something?
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to wait.
I would know. 4 days? Maybe if
most
it was like
people, this is probably why I am fat, but most people said they would wait 4 days and eat an exquisite meal. 70% have said that. Only 30% said the Big Mac.
No, I'd eat a Big Mac.
Yeah, I'll take the Big Mac.
Big Macs aren't disgusting, but they're not the best.
I mean, they're not my favorite, but...
I know what Gordon Ramsay would have picked.
Would you rather live in... Wait. Would you rather live in? Would you rather? That doesn't even make sense.
Would you rather live in Tokyo? Would you rather live in Hong Kong?
Well, yeah, but it just says it weird. Anyway, would you rather live in Tokyo or Hong Kong? For me, easy Tokyo. I think it looks awesome. The lights, just a lot going on there. I mean, probably Hong Kong as well, but I really like Tokyo. And I would love to travel there one day.
I personally don't think I have a preference. Like, I don't know if I really care. Probably Tokyo, just as bad as it is to say, I would base it off Fast and Furious, and I would want to, like, go see the sights of all that crazy shit.
Hey, that's a valid reason.
I mean, that would be, like, my only main reason, but, like, I don't really care.
In my book,
that's fine. One day I know that you and I will eventually get there, and that's something that you'll be so much more excited about than I would, but...
83% agree with us and Tokyo.
Yeah.
Next. Would you rather never face a problem, know the solutions to all problems? Ooh, so it's the perfect life. You never have a problem, or you know the perfect solution to all problems.
Oh my god, it's a double-ended sword on this one.
I mean, realistically, either way is perfectly fine.
Double-edged?
I think I'd prefer to know the solutions to all problems, because at this point, I can easily fix any problem I do have, and then I can make a ton of money helping people fix their problems.
Greedy bitch.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll turn it into money all day.
Oh my god. I don't know. I want to say...
Wait. It says both options only apply to your own problems.
Oh.
Didn't read that, so I couldn't use mine for money.
I still do the solutions to my own problems all day.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'd just rather never have a problem. Like, if I say I'm going to do something or want to do something, then it's going to happen. You're never going to have a problem. Why have a problem and then have to figure out how to fix it? So I'm just going to... I'd personally... If it's just me and my own problems, I'm going never face a problem.
Right, but it says... It applies to your own problems.
Right.
But there could be other problems that have to do with you.
Well, no, because at that point, it's my problem.
Right, but I'm saying, like, other things that would entail you being an issue, but also, like it could be something down the road with your family, or something with my side of the family, or something like that, where there's a problem, and it involves you.
But then it wouldn't be my problem, because I don't have to face the problem.
Oh my fucking god.
I think that's what you're not getting. It's not my problem. None of it is my problem.
I would choose solution to all problems.
I'm going no problem ever. Which it looks like most agreed with you. 47% agreed with me.
It was really close.
53
Yeah.
Yeah, 53 with you. Okay, I don't even understand the percentages here. I think it's just messed up and glitched right now. So we'll skip that one. Anyway, would you rather only be able to laugh at blonde jokes or not be able to understand sarcasm?
Oh shit.
Sarcasm is a very important thing to understand, so I'd rather only be able to laugh at blonde jokes.
I agree with that. Honestly, I think I mostly agree with that just because I know your father. And if I didn't know or understand sarcasm, I would be the blonde joke of every fucking joke from this point on.
Let's see.
Oh my god, he would.
Most people agree with us on
Blonde
the
jokes,
only
yeah.
being able to laugh at blonde jokes.
Yeah?
Which is a great 66%.
I can't blame you guys. Seriously. I would hate not understanding sarcasm.
All right. Would you rather get B's and C's at an Ivy League school
Okay.
or get A's at a standard university?
Ooh.
I'll take A's at a standard university. I mean, you get straight A's, even if you didn't go to like a crazy good university, that's still going to look really good, you know? I'll take the A's.
I mean, how cool would it be to say that you went to like Brown or like Harvard or like how cool would it be to say that you went there though?
Yeah, but would it be cool to be like, yeah, I barely passed, I got C's.
Barely passed B's and C's.
Yeah.
That's not barely passing.
Yeah, that's...
I'd rather Ivy League.
All right, well, let's see what the world says.
I went to Yale.
Most of the world agrees with me on the A's at a standard university. 72% indeed. 28% agree with you.
I would be so stuck up and
yeah,
just,
you would.
I went to Yale.
All right. Let's
so
do
funny.
2 more, and then we'll go ahead and end this episode.
Okay.
So the second to last question. Would you rather return a punt in an NFL game or spend 90 seconds in the ring with Mike Tyson in his prime?
Oh my god.
Absolutely return a punt in an NFL game.
Yeah.
Because
Mike Tyson would fuck me up.
I mean, yeah, I'll take a tackle instead of
Yep.
getting my face split.
One tackle versus 90 seconds with him in his prime.
Right.
He would fucking kill you.
73% of the population agreed with us.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
Last question for this week's episode. Would you rather be tar and feathered or be whipped and chained? Ooh. I'll take the whipped and chained.
Yeah, tar would be really hot, and then as you're trying to get it pulled off your skin, you're just gonna pull your skin off.
Cleaning that off is just like near impossible.
Yeah. I would definitely choose whipped and chained. That sounds very.
That's a pretty easy one. That is tough. Let me tell you that. Oof.
Oh my god!
What?
Get out of here!
I mean, I have a claustrophobia thing, so being chained up would really get to me. But I don't know, getting hot tar poured on me and feathered, like 52% of the people said they'd prefer to be tarred and feathered.
Well, I mean,
that's insane.
See, and that's the thing. Like, if it comes off real easy, then that's fine. If my whipped, you know, if I'm being chained down and whipped, it's gonna sting, and it's gonna sting for a minute. But like, I'll have my skin still. It'll be like wounds though, like deep gashes.
It's gonna be burns. I mean.
You won't have skin.
Ugh.
You will not have skin. You cannot get that off.
I would definitely not want to be tarred and feathered.
You would have so many chemical burns on top of actual burn, like 3rd-degree burns. You wouldn't have skin. You would like. You ever see those cool things though? Now what they're doing, they take fish scales for burn victims, and they put fish skin on top of your burns, and they heal it that way using fish skin instead of like.
Really?
Yeah, and it fucking works. The shit's amazing. The amount of technology and the advancements of medical is just beyond what I can comprehend. Like, shit like that. Who would ever come up to work one day, we're going to use fish skin to heal your wounds? Right,
that is... I've never heard that.
I mean, that would be kind of cool, though. Walk around, you got some fish skin.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Scaly looking hands.
But anyway,
I mean,
for whoever stuck around to the end of this, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We will be back next Wednesday with another episode of Would You Rather. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.